It's week 2 for Miami, and we visit with our friends from Glendinning. Learn how to beautify our boat and tour Intrepid's latest, the Panacea 475. Pleasure Boater is dead ahead. More coverage on Pleasure Boater, ladies and gentlemen, from the granddaddy of them all, the Miami International Boat Show in Miami Beach, Florida. Hello again, everyone. Welcome to another week of coverage. I'm Captain Ted Jones, along with John Glendinning, president of Glendinning Marine Products. And boy, you guys are always cutting edge. You've got something really neat. Tell me about this joystick.
Well, sure, Ted. We've been supplying our electronic shift and throttle controls for about 20 years in the marine industry. And one of the things that we wanted to do a long time ago, finally have brought it to market, is a device that could combine the operation of a shift and throttle with bow thrusters to give you single lever joystick control of your boats.
You don't have to have an IPS.
No, this is designed for inboard boats. You want the boat to go forward, you can push it forward, and you can control that, pull it back, it goes in reverse. You want it to rotate, you simply rotate it.
Makes you look like a really good captain. I mean, you can't hardly do it wrong with this.
Well, you don't have to think about what you need to do.
No.
You want to move the boat in a direction, push it in that direction. You want to rotate the boat, you rotate the joystick. You want to do both, you do both. Very easy to do.
All right, and then one other thing we have is the fun little, I call it the little black box.
Well, this is a handheld walkabout control. Gives you all the features and functions you'd want to take control and then to maneuver and control your shift and throttle, your thrusters, perhaps your steering, engine stop, engine start with the buttons on this panel here.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about being away from the helm, because if you would have a problem, you can kill both motors here.
That's correct, right.
Oh yeah, it's the only way to go. If you've got an older model boat with the old-fashioned hydraulic, whatever, this will absolutely spoil you. If they want to know more, website?
GlendinningProds.com. That's our name, Glendinning, followed by the short letter PRODS, short for products, PRODS.com.
Pleasure Boater is being brought to you by Intrepid Power Boats, one of a kind, one at a time. And by Barracuda Boats, passion for perfection. And by Shadowcaster, turn on the light, turn on the bite. Now, I found something very unique right here at the Miami International Boat Show. Cushions for your boat that are custom made. You do all sorts of things, but you also do custom, like if you want a boat name or a picture of the boat.
We do a variety of images and styles, and so the great thing about our product is you can go with something that we've already put together, or you can customize any cushion from size, color, accoutrements, or image on there.
And if you're looking for art, you got Guy Harvey stuff, huh?
We do a lot of we're one of Guy Harvey licensees, so we do a lot of his Guy Harvey art. We also do other images, so it's quite a variety. Almost something for everyone is available right here in this store.
And all of these pillows are Sunbrella, right?
Yes, actually Cushies uses Sunbrella fabrics exclusively because it is such a fabulous fabric for stain resistance, UV resistance.
Okay, speaking of Sunbrella, why is she using Sunbrella for cushions?
Well, she uses Sunbrella for cushions because it truly is a performance fabric. And by that we mean you can put it outside the boat, inside the boat. You can actually use it. You know, a boat interior is a very limited space, so the use is pretty intense that it gets when you're on the boat. So it works in that regard. Plus, if you do spill the wine, the mustard, the ketchup on it, whatever it might be, you can actually clean this stuff with Clorox. So, so it's very durable fabric, very durable inside and outside the boat.
And it won't fade in the sun.
Exactly. That's in fact, our strength, our warranty is 10 years, and that's basically for loss of strength or color due to exposure.
Yeah, you know, they actually made bimini tops out of Sunbrella. So if it'll stand up to a bimini top or a cover that you put outside, it'll certainly stand up on a cushion.
Exactly,
right?
Precisely.
Okay, so there you have it. Something of a cushion ease can make custom cushions for your boat, put on a custom name or custom art, anything you want. Check them out at the website.
Cushies.com, CUSHEASE.com.
product profile this week is Sea School. That's where Captain Ted got his license. I recommended it for you. There are many different types of licenses that Sea School can give you, but the most common one is the OUPV or 6-pack. You actually can run a charter boat with that with up to 6 paying passengers if you want to do that. If you're not going to be a paid captain, I recommend it. It'll make you a better boater. And you'll get an insurance discount. Sea School, you get everything you need. Check it out, seaschool.com.
Nothing's more precious to a boat owner than a safe and carefree day on the water. Day after day, Intrepid is relentless in the pursuit of quality, reliability, and safety of our custom powerboats. This passion for perfection and our highly personalized customer care has earned us our reputation for the best boat owning experience in the industry. Intrepid's revolutionary transverse stepped hull design delivers an incomparable smooth, dry ride. To learn more about the new Intrepid models from 24 to 47 feet, log on to intrepidpowerboats.com.
Welcome back aboard Pleasure Boater, coming to you once again from the Miami International Boat Show here in Miami Beach, Florida. I'm right now talking to the people from Blackwater Boats because these are serious saltwater fishing boats, right?
That's correct. Probably the finest fishing boat in the marketplace.
And you would know because it'd be great for kingfish.
Oh yeah, that, marlin fishing, tuna, wahoo, you name it. If it's just running back and forth to the islands, there's not a better built boat than the Blackwater.
Tell me a little bit about the Blackwater. Why is it better?
Well, Eugene, the builder of this boat, is really a boutique boat company. He's a fanatic. I've never seen anybody spend the time, fit and finish, the way the stringer system's put together, the way the deck and hull are laminated. There's not another boat in the marketplace that's built as well as this boat.
And her center console, everything looks balanced out with the nice T-top, but it also has a hidden head.
That's correct. Each one of our boats have a head in it. The 43 is even going to have a berth down below. That's a boat we have in production right now and should have available in about 6 months.
I was just going to ask, I saw drawings of the 43, looks spectacular.
Yeah, we have the hull finished back at the plant right now. We're just finishing the details for the cockpit of the boat.
You got your choice of power. I see you got 3 Mercs on this one.
Yeah, regardless of whether the customer wants Yamahas, Mercuries, Evinrudes, we have the capability of putting any kind of power he wants in this boat. The 36 with trips runs somewhere in the mid to upper 60 miles an hour, depending on whose motors you're going to use.
Yeah, like the old saying, speed costs money. How fast do you want to go?
Or how much money you want to spend on fuel.
If people want to know more, do you have a website?
Sure we do. You can go to boatsdirectusa.com or you can go to www.blackwaterboat.com.
And I see you have, by the way, colored hulls. Can you pick a color?
Yes, you can choose any color that heart can imagine. Anything in the rainbow you see, we can build it.
Boy, and I think colored hulls are really cool. Moving on into the tent, I found some of those innovative products from Mantis Anchors. Explain to me, Greg, what is this?
This is a Mantis hook, and the idea is if you're going to have an old chain rod, then you have to have a snubber for elasticity, a snubbing line. And most people, when attaching the snubbing line to the chain, use a regular chain hook like this. And the problem with this chain hook is, unless you have constant tension on the chain hook, when the tension falls off, the hook falls off. So we developed a locking hook. And the idea is that you have a hook, you put it on, you slide it down, and you lock it in place, and it stays in place. Just for aesthetic security, we can also have an option of a plastic gate. You pop it open and pop it closed, snaps in, and you have a hook that doesn't fall off the chain.
All right, tell me about this key. This key is incredible.
So this is a Mantis Anchors deck fillet key, and it's really a universal tool that allows you to open any deck fillet. We also have the Mantis bridle. The Mantis bridle, it comes in 3 sizes, and small, medium, and large. It comes with built-in safe protection. It comes with a Mantis hook with a plastic gate and a carabiner. And the carabiner you would use if you come up to a mooring and the mooring line is dirty. You don't want to pick it up and put it in your boat. You use your bridle and snap onto the mooring.
And finally, it's called Mantis Anchor. Here's some typical spade anchors. Here's the Mantis. Notice the biggest single difference. You actually put this together yourself. Why?
If a customer bends a shank, that's the most common way an anchor gets damaged, we have a lifetime warranty and we send them a replacement shank on our tab.
Mantis Anchor, folks. You got a website?
www.mantisanchors.com.
I'm going to talk to Francisco just a minute, but first I want to talk to you people that have diesel boats with inboard engines, and you know how you get that soot all over the transom? Hard to get off? What if I told you about a product that it won't stick. You wash it off with soap and water. Are you kidding me? Are you serious?
Yes, well, we developed a product that actually fixes the issue of exhaust or black streaks sticking to the boat. You know, a lot of people get their boat washed or they get it polished and they put a wax on and they think, well, that's going to protect my boat. But they don't realize that a lot of those waxes are gooey. And when it rains or they go out, it actually embeds into the wax. So what we did, we came out with a sealant. It's actually a proprietary resin that gets hard like a shell. And it won't let the stuff stick to it. It's not gooey, and it actually can be very easily removed with any kind of solvents.
Now, I put this on before I put the wax on.
Yes, you actually do your waxing, your polishing and compounding, just to make the surface nice and shiny if you need it.
Now you have another product right here that's a super cleaner if you want to get it clean in the first place. Show us about that.
Just picture any kind of vinyl or any kind of, paint or gel coat that's just very dirty in the first place, and you want to get it clean, and you can't just do it with regular boat soap. So you spray a little bit of the black streak eliminator, embedded black streak eliminator. Let it sit for a couple of seconds, and then you can use a towel or you can use one of the gray wipeouts and just clean it right out.
All right, if they want more information or to buy, you have a website?
Yes, we have a website. The website is seashield.com and spells sea-shield.com.
All right, folks, there you have it. I'm going to go and I'll find more things here for you. This week's nautical knowledge question is, what is another term for a naval jail? Here's a product profile on lighting for your boat, both above and below the water. The people from Rigid, you've known them for years for lighting outdoors. Well, they now have a marine line that offers spreader lights of all different sizes and shapes. Everything is LED. They also have underwater lights. They have both flush mount and surface mount, even little underwater lights for your dinghy. No matter what size boat you've got, you can look to Rigid. Many different colors available from Rigid Industries for lighting. This week's product profile is about Plastique, the people that make the decking that looks like real teak, but now you can do it in colors.
Yes, the Plastic, we're adding the color. We've got a new process where we can add color logos or boat names or whatever you want into the decking material.
And it's all made right here in the USA.
Yep, up in Akron, Ohio. We're extruding it ourselves nowadays.
And it's really easy to install, folks. Anybody can do it. Bill can give you complete instructions. If they want more information, you have a website?
It's plastique.com or plastdeck.com.
The answer to this week's nautical knowledge question, what is another term for a naval jail? It's the brig. While I was outside, I decided to move into this fantastic display by Hustler Powerboats, who just bought out Checkmate, right?
Yes, sir. That was an acquisition that we acquired about 6 months ago.
Okay, so we got a 24-footer right there, and you were telling me that's gel coat, that's not tape, that's not paint?
Correct. That's a gel coat finish. It's actually a graphic design that my nephew Paul put onto it, and that's shot in gel coat, which is a little bit different than our Hustlers, which shot in base coat, clear coat.
And right back here is the Hustler Rocket 29.
Right. That's a 29 with a 565 Mercury motor in it. That's about an 83, 84 mile an hour boat.
So that's an inboard?
That's an inboard, yes.
Okay, and back here in back, oh, that thing's gorgeous.
That's a 39 Rocket. It has two Cummins 5 1/4 diesels in it.
Diesels?
Yeah. It gets about 2.1 miles to the gallon.
Oh, that's great. And then this beauty over here, did you design the graphics on that?
Yes, I designed the graphic on it. I'm really trying to go more for a classy look, well with the interior and outside. So we came up with this design, which had been a very big hit among everybody.
Okay, now how big is that boat?
That boat is 38.
38 feet, and how fast it'll go?
About 87.
No.
Yes, 87.
A 38-foot, but look at that thing. It is gorgeous. It looks like it's going 80 mile an hour sitting here. Got a nice cuddy cabin up front there, I would assume.
Full head, and you have a galley there with a small sink.
Okay, do you have a website?
Yes, that would be hustlerpowerboats.com.
Let me talk to you recreational boaters about protecting your boat, protecting your lines with Chafe Pro. Now, what is that exactly? Take a look over here. We have two different kinds of wraps that you can put on your line. They're with, this must be industrial Velcro.
Yes, sir, it is.
Well, it looks like it really holds. This is called the Woolly. Why do I want the Woolly?
You want the Woolly because it'll protect your gel coat finish. So when your fender lines are rubbing back and forth on your yacht, it'll protect that from scratching the finish on your vessel, and also it also protects the line from chafing.
All right, and then the regular one, when would I use it?
You're going to use that on your mooring lines, your dock lines, and your anchor lines. And that's going to protect the line itself from chafing.
It looks like you have black, you have gray, and the Woolly.
Yes, sir. The Woolly comes in standard colors of white and black, and we can do custom colors as well. As you do see, we do have gray there.
All right, and for the recreational boater, there's really only about 2 basic sizes they need to be concerned with.
Correct. We have 2 different sizes. We have 3/8 to 3/4, and that is our 05 model, and that's 14 inches long. And then we also have our 06 model, which is for 3/8 to 1 inch diameter lines.
And then something similar in the Woolly.
Correct.
And finally, you have some sort of a conditioner here. Why do I need that?
Correct. You want the Woolly conditioner as your leather will be in a harsh marine environment. So therefore the Woolly conditioner is applied to the inside of the leather and rubbed into the pores to make it water resistant and make it soft and pliable, and it'll help extend the life of your woolies.
Okay, folks, there you have it. Boy, every boater needs this. If you want more information, you have a website?
Yes, sir, we do. It's www.chafepro.com.
We'll be back with more Pleasure Boater. Right now, it's time for our BoatTest.com.
Time now for Boat Test, a look at the latest boats from the leading manufacturers. Boat Test, tests you can trust.
Hi, Captain Steve for BoatTest.com, and this is Boston Whaler's 270 Dauntless, an ideal family boat, and this year it's got a distinguishing feature that separates it from all others. I'm talking about the all-new swim patio on the side of the hull. Very easy to deploy and a very convenient feature to have. Now, this is not intended to be a dive door. It is a swim platform with a nice close level to the surface of the water, and it's a very convenient feature. And there's also a safety feature in that it's not right next to the engines. Now let's cover some more of the family features on the 270 Dauntless. This, obviously one of my favorites. It's a very comfortable lounge, double wide with flip down armrests, not flip up, and I prefer this system much more because you don't have to release a latch to get them into the stowed position. Take a look across the stern. We easily convert to triple wide seating. One more feature for the family needs to be addressed, and that is rest facilities. Right inside the console, easy to access, standard porta potty. There's also an option for a pump out head. Aside from the rod storage that we have under the forward lounge, there are no less than 9 rod holders scattered around the boat, including 2 right here at the rigging station and another 4 rocket launchers just above. The optional overhead hardtop has accommodations for optional outriggers.
At the stern, there's a spigot for a raw water washdown.
With this aft seat lowered, we not only have an aft casting deck, but ahead, a forward one as well. Taking a look at the helm, Boston Whaler went with a hybrid touch Raymarine display, 12-inch, and there's even more open real estate to the right of it for more ancillary electronics. Boston Whaler went with a double wide helm seat for a second set of eyes looking forward.
We have 2 flip-up bolsters, and this is the first year that Boston Whaler is incorporating the gray accent into the helm seat that matches the helm console.
Let's talk about visibility. The windshield is acrylic and wraps around, but more to the point, notice the supports for the hardtop. They're elongated, and the narrow side is presented toward the operator, creating much less of a distraction, and even notice that there are handholds built into the supports.
Well, clearly Boston Whaler created a well-thought-out boat that combines family fun and coastal fishing into one of the safest boats on the water. And that's my look at the 270 Dauntless from Boston Whaler. For BoatTest.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.
Pleasure Boater has been brought to you by Barracuda Boats, passion for perfection. Rigid Industries, your one-stop shop for all your marine LED lighting. And by BoatZinks.com, the online superstore for zinc anodes.
The people from Clean Air Flow want to clean up the air in your boat because they want to be able to kill stale air, odors, viruses, bacteria, mold, and mildew using this device that goes into your AC duct system. What's in there?
Okay, what we've got is an ultra-intense UVC light system. It's non-ozone producing with a coating of titanium dioxide. And basically those two combined kills everything that Captain Ted just mentioned.
For more information, go to Clean Air Flow, that's spelled FLO.com. Our product profile from Barracuda Boats is about step hulls, Anthony.
Well, as you know, step hulls don't turn very well. What we've done is we've patented this chine fin right here that actually takes the aerated water right off the step and reattaches it to the chine so that the boat turns safely.
And you have something for sound deadening.
Yes, we have this sound suppression technology in here, which basically takes the standing waves that would reverberate inside and bounce out of the step, and it kills all that sound so it's silent.
Learn more at barracudaboats.com. Welcome back aboard Pleasure Boater. Well, it's that favorite time. It's time for the Yacht of the Week. And folks, have I got a yacht for you. Welcome aboard the Intrepid Panacea 47. Ken Klin, the president of Intrepid Boats, is here with me. We're on the front right here, so the very bow, you've got a nice dining area, a little al fresco dining.
Yeah, this is our 47 Panacea with a large bow seating area that also converts into a big sun deck. It's been a real big hit, this boat.
So we can drop this table down and fill it with cushions.
Yeah, it's electrically actuated, so it'll slide right down into place, and we have a cushion stored away, and it'll fill the whole thing in.
So while Dad's back there fishing, in back the wife can sunbathe up here.
You got to make everybody happy.
That's right. It's got a cabin, okay, and a V-berth in there that also can become a bed, and also has cushions around, has a complete head with a sink, have a little bit of a galley.
Yeah, absolutely. The 47 is the largest center console we've ever done before, and it's a real hit because it's, the name of it, Panacea, is an elixir. It's a solve-all is what the definition is, and that's really what this boat does. It gives you everything. It's a boat that you can cruise on. It's a boat that you can sleep on with a small cabin. It's open and walk in a center console so you can fish it. You can do everything on this one boat.
I see plenty of rod holders and nice walk-arounds, which sometimes you need when you hook that big one up.
Yeah, and that's what's really nice is when you're 47 feet, you got a 13 8-foot beam, you've got a lot of room to roam.
Looks like you got a nice fly bridge up there on top, or tuna tower.
Yeah, this particular boat's rigged out really hardcore for fish as well. It's got a full upper station with instrumentation, full tower. It's something that you can really fish hard.
I like the hardtop and the colored lights, LEDs.
Yeah, everything's LED. The low power draw really makes a lot of sense, and the technology for LEDs has come a long way.
Now, talk about power. 4 outboards. Remember, Intrepid does nothing but outboards because they don't want to waste any of the living space or useful space with an engine room. 4 outboards, how big are they?
Yeah, we got quad 350 Yamahas on here, and those are all V8s, and the boat runs about 60 miles an hour top speed.
Wow, that's pretty incredible. 47-foot boat.
Yeah, 47 feet moving that fast. That's a big boat moving along.
Yeah, it is. I'm telling you. So it comes up on plane.
Yeah, well, it's step hull, so it's nice. It transitions real nice, and when you've got that kind of power on the back, transition is really quick, and you don't lose line of sight from the bow.
But now here's the unusual thing. They have something in here that's a roll stabilizer, but it's not the traditional way that they do it by having drag there underneath with a stabilizer.
Yeah, actually this particular boat's hooked up with a Seakeeper gyro system, and it's amazing the technology that the gyro brings.
Matter of fact, we talked to one of the Seakeeper representatives. Tell me how the Seakeeper works.
Well, what we do is we spin a flywheel inside of a vacuum encapsulation, and the flywheel is spinning at 8,000 RPM on the unit on this particular yacht. And as the flywheel spins, we're creating angular momentum, which is essentially the physics term for the righting force that we're going to use to stabilize the boat. And the sphere tilts fore and aft as the boat rolls port to starboard. And in doing so, essentially we're putting right angle torque down through the unit's gimbal shafts, which is pushing and pulling on the stringers of the vessel to hold it stable. So we're able to eliminate probably 80 to 90% of the roll on this particular vessel, and the unit's completely internal, so you're not going to lose any speed or performance as well.
How does it run? Is it hydraulic or?
Actually, it isn't. It's electric. We do run off a generator. It takes about 3 kilowatts to.
So now you've learned exactly how that works, that roll stabilizer, without having the drag of the traditional stabilizers hanging underneath the boat. In addition, I wanted to point out the hardtop on this. It looks pretty rugged, and so does all that piping.
Yeah, it's when you're talking about a 47-foot boat that's moving 60 miles an hour, you got to make sure it's really, built well, and it's all anodized, powder-coated aluminum, and that's a solid fiberglass part that we build inside for the hardtop.
Is that 1.5 inches? I mean, that's some big piping.
It's actually 2-inch pipe. Yeah,
2 inch.
Yeah. Well, this boat is built for performance, and it can take really rough seas, and we make sure that so can't the tower.
Now, we got to find out about that live well. That thing is huge.
Yeah, it's like a 150-gallon live well up there with a window so you can keep an eye on your bait and get some sunlight in there for them. It's a really nice setup.
And then it all closes down under a cover.
Yeah, it's all about keeping things clean. Styling is everything with us, and it's really nice to keep that clean look back there.
Well, congratulations. And folks, I will tell you, this has been the hit of the show. I mean, we had trouble getting all the people off the vessel just to shoot this piece.
Yeah, it's been really amazing. You know, we did this project initially as a one-off. This is the second one because people got word of what we were doing, and it's been a huge hit. We sold a few before the show, and we've sold 4 since being here for only a couple days. It's been a huge
4 at the show.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, that tells you. That's why we picked it out as the yacht of the week. And with that, I'll have to tell you we're all out of time for this edition of Pleasure Boater. We'll have more, though. See you next week.